We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition here from red bars to bright green. And in today's volatility, our SPY bot sent out a bull indicator at 10 a.m. And from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside. And our newly released flow bot an hour later at 11 a.m. sent out a SPY bullish flow, and as you could see there, full strength on 42 vision, and call options went up 300% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY breaking a key resistance from the last several days and weeks up here at around 393, and it took off back to 395, a key resistance that we talked about. We're going to look at what inflow versus outflow and the bull and bear indicators are showing. But before we break it all down, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to our 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot sent out a bull indicator at 10 a.m. and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots, and we look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So as I stated earlier in the video, on the SPY, the S&P 500 index, we've done a full transition from red bars to bright green, and in the last 2 days, we did a full transition from bright green to red bars, right? The last piece missing here was the dip area, which is white with red borders. We have not reached that since back here on Monday, but we have hit 2 rip areas here, and we're breaking out to newer highs. Now, if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, under a bull indicator here in the after hours yesterday. We talked about how this popped up on the 30-minute to cancel the previous bear indicator. The inflows were above, and we talked about how important it was for the SPY to hold the support of 385, and if that got broken through, I was watching 383, and to the upside, we wanted to break back above 387, 388 area, and then go towards the 390 to 393, and that's exactly what happened in the first half of the day, and the strength continued into 395 to end the day up here at these key resistance levels. Now, in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow, but right now, this is very interesting how the inflows, they stayed above. They found the support that we talked about. We wanted to see it stay above the midpoint, but now outflows are beginning again. Now, the difference between yesterday and today was there was no outflows beginning. Inflows slowed down. Outflows began in the pre-market, but they stayed above the midpoint. Inflows picked back up, and not just here on the 30-minute, but also on the 15 minute, they slightly crossed below, and once they cross back up, followed by that bull indicator, full strength there for most of the day. And as you saw, our SPY bot and our flow bot sent out those bullish flows and bull indicators. Now, here we are with outflows beginning, and what key levels I would watch. Well, the first thing is the bigger picture, right? The 1 hour continues to hold true, and I stated in yesterday's video, it was not guaranteed to reject the same area, but it was at an area of inflows that were critical, right? Up here at around 4.1, 3.5 area, right? With these inflows hitting areas that they've already hit and rejected 2 times. But again, it wasn't guaranteed to reject it. It was something to not overlook. And if it could hold it and go higher, well, that's exactly what it did. It would reflect pretty quickly into the chart, and we were looking for a bull indicator, and the bull indicator popped up at around 388, canceling out this bear indicator from around 391. We broke above 391. We went to 393, some of the highest rejections that we've had in the last week and a half, and here we are back up at 395, not that far from 400. And after yesterday's news with PPI and CPI being out, I stated that the market may get euphoric with the possibility, right, of all this news implying, right, they're trying to price in, the markets are trying to price in the possibility of a Fed that is not going to be so aggressive because the data is not coming out so aggressive against them. We'll have to see what happens. This is what speculation is. This is how the markets move, and we are watching the charts to see what is going on, right? So far today, super strong move, and on the 1 hour, these inflows are at the highest point that we've seen in the last several weeks and months, guys. The highest we went, which is when it went all the way up to 407 from down here at 394, followed by that bull indicator and inflow crossover, was up here at around 7.47 on the 1 hour, and we're currently sitting at 9.73, guys, or 9.3, excuse me, 9.37. Well, we're above 9. That is a pretty high inflow to keep in mind, and when you zoom out on the 1 hour, we have not seen anything this high since back in the beginning of February at the highs here of 11. Could it go that high? Something to not ignore and overlook? Possibly. Not guaranteed though, but we are at some of the highest points we've seen in a while. And if those inflows pick up pretty strong, it could quickly reflect into the chart. And I'm going to share with you guys the key levels I would watch. So the first thing is we want these inflows to stay above the midpoint on the 30 minute and on the 15 minute as well. This is what's going on here. Outflows beginning on the 30 minute. They're still pretty high, as you saw there, right? Still pretty high, far away from the midpoint. But the 15 minute is right there near the midpoint. Still under a bull indicator from 387, 388 area. I'm going to be watching that carefully to not get canceled. We want it to hold strong. And we want these inflows to find support here and push up to go ahead and create that setup for the next leg up of possible strength, and reflecting that strength into the 30 minute while the 1 hour continues to hold strong. So I'm going to be watching that within tomorrow's volatility very carefully. And the first levels I would watch are to the downside, right? Our support levels. The first support would be 393. And if it goes down to that area, I'll be watching if these inflows go to the downside or if they even decide to cross to the downside on the 15 minute. Because if that crosses over, it could quickly start to reflect into the chart and possibly cancel out this bull indicator. So I would not ignore that. And if 393 gets broken through, the next area of support that I'm watching is 391. And below that is going all the way back down to 389. Now, to the upside, if there's strength here, the first resistance I'll watch is 398. And if that strength can continue, the next level will be back up here towards 401 based off the history of the chart where things started to get very weak and very fast. To the downside, it rejected up here at around 401.50 on that date of Thursday the 9th. And it went all the way down to 390 and the next day all the way down to 384, right? And then we are here trying to come back up, breaking through resistance levels to curve back up. So that's a key resistance I'll watch above 398, especially if this bull indicator can continue to hold. hold this inflow up here on the 30-minute and on the 15-minute. I'm going to be watching for these inflows to pick up within the volatility and hold strong this bull indicator as well. So those are the key levels I'm watching to the upside and to the downside. I'm going to be watching the bull and bear indicators very carefully and the inflow versus outflow. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.